my great pleasure to have with me today Mr. Paul Mutawe. He is the regional representative for East Africa for the African Brands Award, and he's also the chairman of the Uganda Manufacturers Networking and Communications Subcommittee. So, Paul, welcome.
Thank you.
It's great to have you here. So, tell us about the hats that you wear.
Thank you again, Joel. Yes, I'm chairman of Uganda Manufacturing Subcommittee held on communication and networking subcommittee. I'm also the chairman CEO of Health and Safety Agency in Uganda. This organization helps to maintain health and safety standards for all manufacturers in Uganda, and it has also given us an opportunity to set standards in other sectors of the public safety, public health and safety environment. Being chairman of the networking and communication subcommittee of Uganda manufacturers has also put me in good stead with other associations in East Africa. Each of the East African countries has got a manufacturing association: Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, Rwanda, and Burundi. And this has really given me a mileage in contacts and networking.
Okay, and you are the representative for East Africa for the African Brands Award. So I imagine that the connections that you have will reach into the region. So what is business like in the region at the moment?
The East African community, which was signed off originally by 3 East African presidents about 10 years ago, has brought a situation of very good economic plans for the region. Uganda, Tanzania, Kenya were the first original East African countries. Recently, Rwanda and Burundi joined us, and just recently, there's a lot of protocols which have been signed before we look forward to the political arrangement, political unification which should be in due course. Otherwise, as far as business is concerned, treaties have been signed for cross-border movement and services, and cannot get any better. A lot of businesses have now taken up this opportunity, and things are really thriving.
So the conditions are right. So you would welcome outside investors to come into the region. Is it a good time for them?
Exactly. It can never be better, because globally the economies have been slow. But in East Africa, we've seen some growth in Kenya, and then some growth also in Burundi as far as business is concerned. So while other states have been slow, like Uganda, because of our elections last year, then other states have been growing, like Tanzania and Burundi and Kenya. Okay, we are having elections in Kenya that will slow Kenya, but it's not going to slow Uganda. So generally, East Africa, when you put the whole situation, economic growth barometer as East Africa, other than each country, you can see that the growth is still there, and it's very good environment as far as business is concerned.
But of course, the African Brands Award is about ensuring that those businesses in East Africa, in fact all across Africa, but we're particularly concerned about East Africa today, can actually position themselves on the global stage. Are they ready to be positioned on that stage and join the Pepsis of this world, the Apples?
Yes, a lot of can talk about my, first of all, Ugandan businesses like Mukwano Industries. Like Mukwano Industries is one of our major manufacturing businesses in East Africa, but I can see them wanting to become global because they do a lot of tea and coffee. They export. Now, if they can come on board and sponsor one of our in these prestigious awards, it will put them on the global market. And I'm sure I'll be talking to the chairman, who I know very well, and I can see them going for it because they will become global and become international. Any company wants to grow from local to international stage.
Okay, there are many opportunities there. And I guess there must be some opportunities also for those nations, because those nations are emerging. Africa's growth is outstripping Europe and many other parts of the world at the moment. And I'll ask the question, will there be opportunities for nations to brand themselves within the African Brands Award?
Indeed, Joe, I can see governments coming in, because all these East African governments, countries, have got what they call the investment authorities. These investment authorities are government owned, but they work in partnership with private sectors to grow business under the arrangements of public-private partnership, PPPs. So I can see them working together with their various tourist boards to enhance businesses in their various countries. I'm sure when we talk, when we go and start networking about it, to be very interesting. Governments will definitely come on board. They will see it as an opportunity to enhance their economic potential.
Well, the event itself is taking place in the Dorchester in October. That's some while ago, but it's probably not too far off. Will you be going around the region in East Africa in the meantime promoting the Brands Award?
As I've told you, I'm chairman of Uganda Manufacturers Networking and Communication Committee. Any countries, any associations, or any association's backbone is its membership. Now, ours is to network. I'll use all my good offices to get in touch with the various chairmen of various of those organizations, nationwide, or rather regionally, and see that we can visit them and talk about TABA. It's a great opportunity for all of us to work together and see that our brands in East Africa can go to the international stage, showcase whatever we can produce.
And Paul, you've told us about your position on the Uganda Manufacturers Association, and quite rightly, you're a successful businessman in your own right. You know, what would you say to other business leaders who want to become part of this initiative?
I highly recommend businesses to come on board and showcase, sponsor and showcase their businesses. It's going to be an international platform in the great city of London, and I encourage everyone to come on board, take this opportunity, especially to be the pioneers, because this is the first awards. So be the part of the pioneers of this great event. I welcome everyone to come on board.
Great, and you're from Uganda, and Uganda, formerly known as the Pearl of Africa, and it's still a very beautiful place. You know, what are the benefits for Uganda in being part of this?
It is a great opportunity for Uganda to showcase what we can give best, what we can do best as a Pearl of Africa. The hospitality in Uganda is marvelous, and I welcome everybody to come and join these awards so that we can showcase what we can give to the world.
And would you like to see the awards come to Uganda someday?
That is definitely what we are going for. After the first prestigious launch in London, we expect this to come to East Africa. I'm going to lobby all of you who are within TABA to see that the next stage is East Africa, because, as I've said, it's a showcase of showing what we can give, and the prestige of hosting it will be enormous. I'll really go for it to come to Uganda. I'll fight for it.
Well, your hospitality is legendary, Paul. We all know that you receive guests very well, and we would look forward to that. So if anybody wants to get hold of you and get your information and get in contact with you, how would they do that?
Just go to our website, TABA website. You'll get all my information, telephone, email, fax. Everything will be on the TABA website. Please contact me anytime. I'm readily available 24 hours a day as far as this event is concerned.
Paul, thank you very much. It's been great talking to you, and everybody's heard it here today. If you want to get hold of the East African representative, Mr. Paul Mutawe, then go to the TABA website and his details will be there. And we look forward to seeing you in October in the Dorchester in London.